Uh, how you doing, my friends? This is Pastor Andre Jefferson, the Bethel AME Church, Hampton, Virginia. We are now located 2521 North Armstead Avenue in a picturesque and historic city of Hampton, Virginia. Glad you tuned in today for this word of encouragement in the times that we're living in. Certainly want to express my appreciation to the Bethel family in as much as you've just been so supportive in the building of the new Bethel. It's been awesome. It's been an amazing journey in that we have been able to get to this point where literally we're here. We're in the new church. We've not been able to worship in it on a Sunday, but we're here. We see it. We've experienced the stages of its development, and we have celebrated every step of the way. And even though we could not worship in our first service on last Sunday, please be assured, when we do get in there, in Mass, it's going to be a tremendous celebration. And so what's happening now is that we're holding our expectation. Our expectation is continuing to grow, and so therefore we praise God for that momentous occasion. And so today I wanted to encourage your hearts with the word for the times that we are in. I want to lift up a word from David, Psalm 46:1. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in a time of trouble. And so when we think about the world that we're living in, that it's serious out here. I mean, the coronavirus has brought the world literally to its knees. Because of it, the stock market is down trillions of dollars all over the world. There's trouble in the medical field. They're really struggling trying to handle the cases, struggling trying to come up with the solution, vaccines, and appropriate treatments. Local governments have literally shut down. All the officers, schools are closed. Churches are being severely affected by the coronavirus, and because it has limited one of our great strengths. Our great strength is the ability to meet together, to be able to be kingdom builders, teach, to train, and to study, and even to do ministry. And so in this kind of world we find ourselves in, it's trouble. And one thing that we know for sure, that your relationship with God is being revealed right now. I have one question for you. Who is God to you in this season that we're in? What is your relationship to God now that the world has gone crazy? And it has gone crazy. Who is God to you when the world is shifting? Even last week, things were kind of normal, and then we began to hear about infections in the NBA and the NCAA Men's March Madness tournament being canceled, and we heard about all kinds of things being canceled, and that we woke up to a new normal. Who is God to you in the midst of this world? In 1 week, our world has shifted. Your relationship with God is being revealed right now. What you know about God is being revealed right now. And I want to leave you with this word from the psalmist. He said, God is our refuge. I want you to think about that. He's our refuge. A refuge is a place that you go to get away from everything. Right now, with the pressures that we are facing and the stress of life, many persons feel as though they're about to burst. They feel as though they cannot handle the pressures that they're dealing with. But I want you to know, take heart. God, our God, is a refuge. And I'm not talking about just coming to church. That's important. But He's our refuge on a daily basis when the storms of life are raging. I want to encourage you in this season of stress and strain and turmoil to run to Him. Run to God. He is your refuge. It's all right to run to family members and friends sometime, but let your main source of refuge be our God. He is a very present help in the time of trouble. When the stress gets too much and when you feel overwhelmed and when you're ready to give up, please remember that God is a refuge. And I want you to run to him because he's your peace in the middle of the storm. Run to him. He's a fortress away from the enemy. Run to him. Leave others behind if you have to. Run to him and tell him about your trials. Run to him and tell him how much you love him. This is a time to really show our love and admiration to God like never before. Listen, in trying times like this, run to God. The enemy has a plan for you right now. His plan is for you to forsake God. Hear me now. His plan is for you to forsake God. And how foolish is that? You've been serving God all your life, 10, 20, 50 years. Some trouble has come. Yeah, trouble does come. It rains on the just as well as the unjust. But God wants you to run to him because in that position, you'll find safety as you get closer to God. You ought to resolve within yourself, this will draw me closer. Our family will get closer to God. Our church will get closer to God. We're praying for revival, that our community will get closer to God, and to God be the glory. Don't walk to him, actually run to him. Don't play around with it. And when you run to him, know that he's got wide open arms ready to receive you. I like what David said. God is our refuge and he's our strength. He said in Isaiah 40:29, he said he gives power to the faint, and to them that have no might he increases strength. Even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They'll mount up with wings as eagles. They'll run and not get weary. They'll walk and not faint. God gives us strength. That's the nature of God. If you have a relationship with God, you can count on one thing, that he's going to strengthen you for the journey. But how does that work? How does that work? We're going through some things right now, and it's very serious. I'm not going to minimize what anybody is going through. Some people are losing jobs. Some people are going through tremendous stress in the home, and it was already stress. There's a lot of uncertainty. But in the midst of all of that, our relationship with God, David said that he is our strength. Paul said, and you know it well, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. We're going through some things right now, but it's not going to weaken us. That's your resolve I want you to have. It's not going to weaken us. It's going to make us stronger. Listen to this. You know, in the natural, I mean, it just makes sense that to get stronger naturally, you've got to have some resistance. Many of us do exercise. Exercise provides resistance. The more resistance you have, the stronger you get. And what we're going through right now, I know we don't like it, and we don't like it. Nobody signed up for this. But we have a resolve, just like we do exercise and we lift weights and these kind of things, provide that resistance to make us stronger. And sometimes our muscles get sore from exercising, and sometimes we don't feel like doing it. But this resistance that we are facing is not going to weaken us. It's going to make us stronger. And so some of you are asking, Lord, I don't want to go through this. I want it to be easy. God is telling you that I'm allowing you to go through this challenge so that you can be strengthened. You're going to be stronger. You heard me. I said it. You're going to be stronger. Some days are going to be downright hard because you'll be trying to help your family. And sometimes you got to help your extended family. You want to be faithful to the church. All of these things. But you weren't built to break. Hear me now. You weren't built to break. And so be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. And then I like this. Listen to me now. You need this. He said he's a very present help. That means very present. That the God that we serve is very active and present in your life. That means he's not just there, but he's ready to do something. He is there, what David said, in the midst of your trouble. Some people are with you when things are going good. But David said he's a very present help. He's right now help in the midst of your trouble. And so please know that God is attentive to what you're going through. He knows what's happening, and he wants you to be assured that he's a very present help in the time of trouble. So what do you mean? He's help. That means that you and him are going to be partners like you always have. So in this season, I want you to partner with God. He's going to help you to do what you have to do. He's not going to do it all. He's going to help you. He'll give you the strength. I just told you he'll give you strength. He'll give you the strength, and when your strength runs out, he'll say, run back to the refuge, and I'll give you some more. And so just want to let you know, if you just sit there, if you don't do anything, that's not how God really wants to work it. He's going to help you do what you need to do. You're going to call upon him, and he'll give you the strength. You're going to ask for uncommon wisdom. Lord, give me the wisdom on what I should do and how I should be doing it. He's very present help. God has got angels, ministering spirits that are waiting to minister to the saints of God. I stopped by here to tell you that God is our refuge and strength. You weren't built to break. God is going to give you what you need in this season that we're in. Run to God. This is not the time to fold. This is not the time to stop. This is not the time to quit. Everything you've known about God is still true. He's still gracious. He's still good. He's still kind. He's still a provider. If he provided for you in the past, he'll provide for you in the future. We sing that song, He's Never Failed Me Yet, and he will never fail you. God bless you, beloved. And I want to encourage your spirit. We're going to be giving you consistent messages. The word is going to strengthen you. The Bible said the word is sharper than any two-edged sword. The word has power. It has power to be able to work the will of God in the realm of the earth. And so God bless you. Wanting God to reveal himself to you more now than ever before. Remember that word, Psalm 46:1. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in the time of trouble. God bless you.